Konnichiwa, watashi wa Hyuba desu. You heard me right. I was speaking Japanese, and that's because I'm now in Japan. My girlfriend is going to start her Japanese course in Tokyo-do, so I was helping her moving everything from China to Japan. We also got our first apartment, and we are now working on some applications for bank account, this kind of stuff. But what I want to talk about today in this video is how to learn a language to a level where you can really communicate with local people. Watching her speaking Japanese these days reminded me of how I learned English. She's been learning Japanese for several months already before she moved to Japan, but still she's now able to understand local people. She's now able to communicate with local people. And the metro system in Tokyo is really complicated. And we had to use Google Map to navigate. And there are signs in Japanese and English, but not in Chinese. So she couldn't understand the signs when we were taking metro, even though she's been learning Japanese for several months already. And that's kind of weird, right? Actually, it's kind of weird because you should be able to communicate, to handle basic conversation in a foreign language if you have been learning the foreign language correctly for 3 months. So the way she learned Japanese was through Japanese textbook. There's a textbook, there's a really popular textbook called Minna no Nihongo, this kind of stuff. So she was basically learning from textbook, and she was watching videos about grammar, this kind of stuff. So I really want to make this video to remind you, if you're learning a foreign language, don't spend too much time learning grammar and from textbooks. So what you need to do is imagine how you're going to use the language if you live in the country. I never learned Japanese. I never learned the 50 phonetic alphabet. I never learned Japanese grammar, but I was able to pick up a very useful Japanese sentence when I was at a restaurant. So I asked ChatGPT how to say, "Can you give me a tissue?" in Japanese, and ChatGPT taught me this sentence: "Tissue o itadakemasu ka?" And I'm not sure whether it was correct. I'm not sure whether I pronounced it correctly, but I said it to the Japanese waiter, and he understood me. And that's how I knew that this sentence worked. And I said it once, I learned it once, and I still remember it. So that's actually how we learn a language. If you want to learn a language, you need to imagine how you're going to use the language and try to use the language, try to use the sentence in a real situation. It's going to help you remember the sentence effectively.